because of that is my ability and character. Yeah, we start again, huh? Yeah. My starting was even poor. Start again. Look at me. If I have to start, you do it. Good afternoon, subscribers and viewers of King TV. This is Family Gambia Hour that is coming every Monday from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Today our topic is how can we relate our skills and attitude of peace to others for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence. We want to say thank you very much and extend our greetings to every Muslim in the world for this blessed month of Ramadan. We take it easy with the foods that we eat so that it will help us to digest and have a good health towards the end of the month. We also want to extend our greetings to our well-wishers, people like Jahanga Enterprise, that is Mr. Sao and his people. They are situated at Bakote around SOS. You can call them this number 390-3869, 390-3869. And then Alaji Muhammad Bojang, the CEO of Lanaya Properties, situated at Busubi Turntable. You can also reach to him with this number 387-0777, 387-0777. We want to thank everyone following this program right now live on TV, King TV. That our topic, because of last week we have problem with internet, we're going to repeat the topic again. That is, how can we relate our skills and attitudes of peace to others for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence. As we all know, Family Gambia is a family mission that started in Liberia after the war for many years, where children were involved in armed conflicts, where they don't know the use of guns, they kill their fellow citizens to become refugees in their own countries, and by extension to Sierra Leone, to the Gambia and other sub-region of Africa, that is the West Africa. I decided to take the following keywords from the question, how can we relate our skills and attitude of peace to others for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence? To relate means to have reference or regard to someone's ability or character and respect for people. We have to have respect for people, and how can we do that? We have to understand people's character and their ability in order for us to be peaceful with them. We relate to people by identifying their ability or character. If you identify people's character and ability, you will have respect and reference to their ability and character. That means that what is in my hand, I can put it down, but what is in my blood, I cannot put it down. Meaning, we have no control over our ability and character. When I make noise, when I'm eating, you feel bad about it. That is my character and ability. I don't have any control over it. You don't have to go against it. When I am making certain actions that you are not happy with it, you have to understand that it's my ability and character. You don't have any control over it, or I don't have any control over it. When I talk, I raise my voice, thinking maybe I'm shouting on you. No, you don't have to feel bad about that. That is my character and ability. And also, we all have our abilities in carrying out our daily activities. We are good at certain things, and we have to identify, recognize people, what they are good at, and we respect for who they are. In order to develop the society, everybody has something to offer to the society to develop. So we have to respect for who we are. We have to respect somebody for who he is, so that the person can also give out all the best he possessed. So, therefore, we have our strength to move to the next level. That is only when we identify our ability and character. And that is only possible when we recognize our individual abilities. So that in any institutions, in any particular places, wherever we are working, how do we relate to our people? In any form of relationship, in any form of our dealings, we always have to respect people people's ability and character and for who they are. The second word from the definition is skills. It's concerned with the sentiment, understanding, and knowledge. The three key words from the definition of skills: the sentiment, understanding, knowledge. I would like to begin with the sentiment. The sentiment is distinguished to know the differences or mark as being distinct or special concern. That is, to know between peace and what is not peace. To find out reasons that peace is possible only when we are concerned about our friends' like and our dislike. Then, of course, we have discerned what will maintain the peaceful coexistence. If you identify what I like and what I don't like, then we can have a better relationship. Then we can have a peaceful coexistence, because you have discerned what will maintain our peaceful coexistence, and you respect me of what I am able to do and what my habits are, what I like and what I don't like. The second word is understanding. Understanding is the faculty of forming wisdom on the communications made through the sense. That is, to judge between yourself and others, not as the way you think or see others. To judge between yourself and others. To judge between yourself and others, not as the way you think and see about others, but to find reasons not to go against others. To find, always be cautious and be careful that if before I do things or I reacted to this particular individual, or I speak out these words, or I make utterances, or I judge this individual, how are we going to relate? Is that going to be peaceful between us? If it is, the answer is no, absolutely, because what you will not appreciate, what you don't want someone to judge you, then of course, why are you doing the next person? So therefore, you will not react to that person or you judge that person wrongly. To make a sensible decision, to give us wisdom. So if you make a sensible decision towards others, you will make a wisdom, meaning you have wisdom. So it is only true we have this faculty of forming wisdom, that is, try to establish making wisdom, thinking good things about people, saying good things about people, reacting good things about people, will make you to understand and have wisdom. And you can help people to form that wisdom together. Knowledge, the third word from the definition is knowledge. Knowledge is to familiar with or acquaintances with people. That is, to always get closer to people in order to become peaceful with each other. As whatever you are doing for yourself, help you to feel for the other. It will help you to get closer and get used to people, to do things together. If you don't get closer to people in order to become used to each other as well, whatever you feel for yourself, it will be difficult for you to make peace, for you to have a peaceful relationship. So, before you say any word about me, which you don't have any clear facts or evidence, it's better to come closer to me in order to understand and feel what you feel for yourself. That you will not like people to judge you wrongly. You will not like people to tell things that you don't appreciate in life. So therefore, you will not appreciate that, then you will not also do that to me, because it will not alter well in maintaining peace. The third key word from the question that I want also to discuss is attitude. Remember, we says, how can we relate our skills and attitude of peace to others for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence? We said to relate, 1, 2, skills, and 3, attitude. So we are now going to attitude. Attitude is a state, condition, or conjuncture as likely to have a certain result. The key three words from the definition of attitude is state, conditions, and conjuncture. I would like us to begin with state. The word state is the condition or circumstances of being or things at a given time. The circumstances of a human being or things at a given time. So a state can be anything, any situation, any human being at a particular given time is called a state. Example, this person may be hungry, has no money to buy food or prepare food for himself or him or herself to eat. Or maybe he also have fear of dismissed or losing his job, working, acting in such that manner. If that happens, it's called a state. I am thinking about food. I don't have money to buy food. I don't have a job. I am thinking about today they might dismiss me from my job. That's a state. So that's that. If you don't see that circumstances in me, then you will go against me. We cannot be related peacefully. Maybe I am seeing difficulties coming, and then I find out that I am in that state. So you have to know that it is only in that state I am differ or reference my attitude towards you. The second one is condition. Condition is a particular mood of being a person. Condition is a particular mood of a person or anything. Example, this is the time when the person has no money, out of job, is sick, hunger, etc. When you see that, you think that the person is bad, whereas the person is unpeaceful because of the condition. So, if you see somebody who is at this point that has no money, he loses his job, he is sick, he is hungry now. You know, state is the person was looking for money to buy food or prepare food to eat. The person is having fear that tomorrow he might lose his job. But now, the condition now is telling you now is the person has lost his job, the person has no money, the person is hungry, the person is sick. Then you think that the person is bad. Then you will go against that person. You will not be peaceful with that person because of the condition the particular individual is. So that is at the time his attitude towards you. So if you don't understand that attitude toward that person, you will have unpeaceful relationship between the person. The third key word from the definitions, conjuncture. Conjuncture is this combination in circumstances or affairs. This time, the person is thinking about so many things, meaning the person thinking over different things, and you want the person to focus and listen to you, while the person is already confused because the person is not focused, and this will create misunderstanding. This also happens to our attitude. The person is sitting down, is thinking over so many things. So many things are coming on his way in life that might be difficult to face those challenges, one. Two, he has too much ambitions to try to see how best he can able to capitalize and get a chance to make a difference in life for him or herself. If you see that person in that conjuncture, in that attitude, you will go against that person because you want the person to focus on you. Then there will be misunderstanding. So that is why sometimes, even times when we are communicating, when we are talking to each other, you might be talking, up to an extent, you think that the person is giving you feedback. the person is going through some other difficulties. The attitude the person is walking towards you or relating to you, you might not be happy because you think the person is so focused in you. But you have to understand the person is in the attitude of conjuncture, where he is thinking or she is thinking over so many things that are coming on his life. Therefore, the answers to these questions, how can we relate our skills and attitude of peace to others for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence, is one, we have to relate our skills and attitude of peace to others to maintenance, for the maintenance of peaceful coexistence, is we need to respect people in order for them to respect us by talking to them nicely and always appreciate whatever they do, or based on their positions, age, or any, even the young ones, treat them good, and we consider them that they also need to be respected in order to listen to their views as they listen to our views. So we have to listen to each other's views in order to know that we have to create that respect and dignity that will create our peaceful coexistence. I am doing this thing. Respect me of doing it. Don't always try to look at your side. Respect me of what I am doing in order to relate that peaceful coexistence. But don't be confused, create confusions. Don't be confusing with who I am because of the peaceful nature that we need to exist. We give regard to people, not to call them any kind of names we want to call them. So we regard people, give them names that they can appreciate, not like any name you think you can call them. This will create, and they will have to appreciate a reference to their age. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is young, so I can call him anyhow. Or is my age mate, I can call him anyhow. No. Respect people for who they are. And this will create an enabling environment for all to have confidence in one another and to work together in our social, academic, and professional responsibilities. This will develop the fabric of society to be innovative, which will always put our hands together towards meeting our goals for the interests of the society, not our mind or mindset or individual interests, but for peace sake. So, if you are respecting for who I am, then I can give out for who I am. I can give out all what I possessed because you respect me of who I am. This is going to help us in our institutions, in any workplace that we are. If I am respected for who I am, then I will give out all what I have. Then that will develop the fabric of society for peace sake. We have to understand each other, and for that to happen, we need to find our reasons in judgment or in judging between peace and unpeaceful. We need to find our reasons in judging peace and unpeaceful because we are from different groups of society. Let us try to make a sensible decision about people, not what or how you see the person. Let us try to make good judgments. Let us try to make sensible decisions about people, not how you see it or think about it. This will help us to know how we are the same to work towards one objective for the benefit of our common goals, to concentrate on our human needs, because we all need food, we all need shelter, we all need good health, we all need wealth or become rich, we all need life that is fit for all of us. So, etc., etc. And the objective we are talking about is peace, because without peace, we will not go to work, Without peace, we cannot sleep. Without peace, no food. Without peace, no love for one another and no care. Without peace, no time for our daily activities. Without peace, nobody have time for anybody. The only is to think about yourself. So if there is no peace, everybody will start thinking about yourself. Nobody will time for your loved ones. Nobody will time for our daily activities. Nobody will have time for anybody. You only think about yourself. So therefore, let us also always concentrate that we need our common goals. And that is, we all need food, we all need shelter. All what you need is all what somebody needs. All what you need or need is somebody what the next person needs. So this is how we can have a peaceful relationship, a peaceful coexistence within our sector of society. Therefore, Gambia, peace is very expensive. Let us not joke with it, because when you lose it, you cannot buy it. There is no price of peace in the market. We cannot have peace. We cannot even see peace in the market. We need to realize who we are to know ourselves, because many people will have or become rich thinking it's due to their hard work. They have money. Many people become rich. They think that it's through their hard work they have money, forgetting that those who help them get the money. So if you are in a position to become rich, know that you are working with people in those institutions. If you are a business person, knows that you need customers, and because of customers, you become a business person. If you are working in an institution, because you have stars working under you, that is why we form an institution. If you are a president, because there is a state called the government, and that's the Gambia. Because of Gambians, you are a president. National Assembly, teachers, doctors, the list is on and on and on and on. So, we should stand in both sides in any situation to find solutions in tackling and not to be biased to one side. We work together and share our resources, our ideas, and have common mind of interest in whatever we are doing in our daily lives. This will make us to appreciate each other instead of going against each other, but to have concern for one another. That will help us to forget our differences and consider ourselves as we are the same of the people for peace sake of the society. The peace of the society is for everyone to play their part in our human endeavor in order to enjoy the confidence of all to meet our daily needs, not to burden anybody. Because we work together in our homes, in our workplaces, communities, and the country in large, in society, for unity. Example, what I'm trying to say here is, we should show good behavior to each other, such as respect each other, greetings, conduct greetings, appreciating each other, helping one another, forgiving each other, loving one another. That will create the peaceful coexistence, and we'll have a conducive environment that we can work together as people of the same society. I want also give examples for what are happening in our communities, starting with one, commercial drivers, to make it very easy with their passengers, because most of these commercial drivers will not carry passengers to their destinations, will charge them heavy prices because of our social and religious events. to obtain a lot of money, and that is against the price, forgetting that it's because of those passengers they are walking or driving on the road. Some of these drivers with their apprentice will also insult, tell wrong information, very bad words to their passengers, and will always be angry with them, while others will increase fares of their own, dropping them, like I said, different places in order to obtain more money because of our social and religious activities. People driving with empty private cars should have compassion for people on the road, because maybe they did not have transportations or did not have vehicle. We are not saying you carry everybody on the road, but pick people on the road when there is a need. Do not move with your empty vehicle on the road. Meanwhile, because it's very important that it is also like you as a head of an institution, you don't have to decide what is always best for you. It is always people first, in order to know that it's because of those people that you are in this particular institution as their head, or any form of leadership. Meanwhile, our judgment on people should be a sensible decision from the real point of view, in broader perspective of our individual, for the maintenance or humanitarian point of view, not our own point of view. So, in making a sensible decision, you should not look at your own point of view. It has to be in a broader perspective on our humanitarian point of view, not your individual point of view, but our humanitarian point of view. This will help us to know each other in order to get closer to people. If you don't look at our humanitarian point of view, then it will be very difficult to come closer to people, because people cannot appreciate you because you are always at your own viewpoint. For us to do things together and accept each other in any situation, we have to be thinking sensibly towards our humanitarian point of view. People judge wrongly because it's based on the way we think about people. So that therefore judgments are always wrong if you think about the way you think about people or saying about people. If you see the person doing something, it's because the person wants to do it, while you don't know why he's doing it, why the person is doing it. We should make sure whatever we are doing or saying in our judgments to our family members, neighbors, friends, classmates, we do or say it as we are doing or saying it to ourselves. This is very clear. In other words, if you don't want people to hurt you, do not hurt anybody. If you hurt, get ready to be hurt. If you are short-tempered, here, what I'm talking about here is, if you are short-tempered, be careful how to joke or judge people, and guide yourself against anger. Therefore, our attitudes are based on circumstances we find ourselves in or fall in at a given time, likely to have a certain result. This is very clear. Therefore, our attitudes are based on circumstances we find ourselves in or fall in at a given time, likely to have a certain result. This is to say that people behave in a situation which depend on the mood they are, whether good or bad. We need to understand them, not to react on how they behave at a particular time, because we should think about ourselves. It could be me or you acting in that manner. I used to say this: if somebody was irritated, reflect that it could be you. Your turn can come. You can also irritate. So you can see how our human perspectives are. So let us see broadly how our human perspectives are. Don't always think whatever comes to your area, you reacted or you think in that manner. Then you're going to be somebody who is not sensible to make a judgment. And there will be no wisdom in your dealings. We should evaluate the mood of a person when we are in a good or bad situation of the person, especially the time the person is under stress or in a critical mood, not to create confusion, because anything that confuses someone towards will take away the peace of the person. Anything that confuses someone take away the peace of the person. That will help us to respect ourselves and others, even when they are in bad mood. That means their way not to see them otherwise. So we have to be concerned about people's condition as if you are in the same condition. We have to be concerned about people's conditions as if you are in the same condition. Example: the person in a mood such as hunger, no money, sick, dismissed from work, thinking over different things, etc. And when you think or talk to the person in such situation, at that time, it's a bad mood. The person can even insult you or behave in a way that you will not appreciate or like it. And because angry on the person, but not from that point of yourself. Try to understand why the person is doing this or acting in such a manner that you did not know him or her in such manner. So, if you see the person in that mood, in that condition, that you don't know the person in that condition, try to understand why this person is acting in that manner or mood. Don't judge. Try to understand, because if you judge, then you will not be peaceful towards that individual. In other words, for us to maintain peace, we need to understand one another and adjust ourselves to one another, because your peace might not be my peace. My conditions, my situations might not be your peace. My situations, my conditions might not be the same as yours. You might be happy today, I might not be happy today. You might be in a condition that is very peaceful, I might not be in a condition that is peaceful. So the only way that you can make me be peaceful to me is when you have this broader perspective, when you think beyond the lines, and you know that we have to think on the humanitarian point of view, then you will have a peaceful relationship with me, and there will be better relationship between us as people. So, in that note, to conclude, we therefore have to make a peaceful judgment for people. That is only when we understand our conditions, our situations, so that we move each other to develop and work on our activities, our things that we do in life for our human endeavors. So we thank you all for following this program, and tune in next week at the same time. Maybe we'll have the other languages in our subsequent programs. Thank you very much.